This is Rocco. He's the rooster next in line, behind our alpha rooster, Byron. Byron is the oldest. He's a great protector and provider for our little ones, the hens, and even the ducks. But one has to go on the chopping block. Today is the 23rd of July, and Rocco is pretty big. So big, in fact, that he picks on our little hatchlings, while Byron does not. I've learned a lot about watching Byron. He makes sure that he's the last to eat. When we throw food in, he makes sure to scratch and peck at the ground and make noises to call the others over so they can eat first. While Rocco is kind of selfish. He eats first. Those traits are what made us come to a decision that Rocco must go. Sometime next month, in August, we'll be slaughtering our first chicken. It shall be Rocco. So join us as we go on this few-week-long adventure where we slaughter and cook our very first chicken. If you look right there, he's bleeding right at the comb. See that? That comes from messing with some of Byron's ladies. And obviously that's just something he wasn't having. And this is Byron just laying and relaxing while his ladies and men worship the ground he walks on. And that's a Brisset right there. She will be laying soon. And this right here is Ari. This is Byron's main chicken. As you can see, she's getting kind of wore out back there. This is Sage down here at the end. He likes her very much too. It seems as though his favorites are Sage and Ari. This is another boy coming up, a Barred Rock. Here's another Barred Rock right there. He's a male. And Rocco also is back here relaxing, getting himself a nice little dirt bath. We had a nice overcast today. It drizzled a little bit, but for the most part it's been warm, but it's still comfortable. And there's our Silky. We still don't know if that's a boy or a girl yet. Inside we have Butterscotch, the pretty little golden orange bird right there. Another one of Byron's main ladies. As you see, she has a balding spot back there too. He gets busy. Byron over there trying to introduce himself to one of the new ladies. And here come Rocco. And that's Peppermint right there. Sage, Butterscotch. Alrighty. Today's the 9th of August. Just had a very long talk with Feodora. She really doesn't want this to happen. And I explained to her that in life, only a couple of things are certain. We're certain on what he's eaten, we're certain on how he lived, and we're certain on how he'll be processed. Why spend money for uncertainty? So we pulled him out, and we're gonna Put a little grass in there for him. Let him consume that. And then tomorrow, we'll put him on strictly water to flush him out. And then after that, we'll go into the process. So, yeah, here we go. All right, so today is the 10th of August. And Rocco's out here in the cage. He has constant water. As you can see, his body is beginning to flush out. He hasn't eaten today, and he didn't eat yesterday. He's just been on a constant water diet. And that's so his intestinal tract and everything can clean out and flush completely before we go into processing tomorrow. So that's what's happening today. So right now, I guess the ladies are probably a little less stressed, and Byron is probably a little less stressed over his ladies. The babies are no longer getting pecked around because that's what Rocco was known for, pecking on the little breeds right there. So now we're going to go in and feed these guys and let them eat. But as for Rocco over here, he has to stay put for now. We'll continue watching this guy. So, yeah, until tomorrow. What I have here is a makeshift cone. It's just an apple juice container. I cut the top off and widened it some for the neck. And I cut the bottom off, so that's where we're gonna put the body. And right here is where we're gonna screw it up and make sure it's up there pretty good. All right, so we got them up there pretty good. One at the top, one at the bottom, so it's nice and sturdy. So let's go check on our star for the day. All right, so this is the one we're gonna slaughter today. It looks kind of young, but trust me when I tell you, he's of age. He's not. No, I'm just joking. Here he is. We gotta say goodbye to our boy. I don't even know what to say. All right, so now I got our boy Rocco here, and he's a mighty heavy bird. It's my first time doing this. Once you hold a chicken upside down, I hear they get mighty calm, and he seems to be very, very calm. Oh, he's getting there. So I'm gonna place him into the cone. So we have him here in the cone. The next thing to do is to give him a slice right there. And we have a bucket of water here so the blood can drain right into there. And yeah, this is my first time doing it. I know I sound a little, but we're gonna do it. Ready? We got scalding hot water here. All right, so now we have the head removed. It's time to go ahead and scald the chicken. And now the butt. So it's the gizzard, the heart, the intestine, the lung, the kidney. It's all there.
Yeah, it's all there.
Very healthy.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And that's the heart. And that little bean-shaped one right there, that's the kidney. And that's the lung. Well, 2 lungs. And this is the whole chicken. We had to split the legs away from the skin because he just wasn't that pliable. I do believe that when we put him in the hot water, his skin began to cook just a little, and that made him just a little bit tight. But we're going to cook him today, so it doesn't really matter. So I will say that when you do this, just watch the temperature, watch how long you dip him into the scalding water. And after you do that, give him an ice bath. That's our plan next time. But I think for our first time, what do you think, sweetheart? It wasn't that bad, was it?
No, it wasn't that bad.
You had to do all the dirty work.
Exactly.
So I'm just going to go ahead and hose this chicken down a little bit. And then we're going to sit him in a pot of water. And give him a bath. So we got a little bonus footage here for you. She just cut into the gizzards. And you can see there are the rocks right there that the chickens eat. That's amazing. So, you know, chickens don't have teeth. So they eat a bunch of rocks and pebbles, and we have oysters. Oyster shells we give them too. And they swallow that down into their gizzard, and that's how they grind up their food.
Yeah. There's some grass in there too.
It is?
Yeah.
That's so cool, man. I've never seen that before.
Well, we know that they're healthy.
Wow. So that's their teeth, huh?
Yeah. Everybody chew their food. Grind it in a pulp.
Wow.
Making gold. And it's like sand.
There he is, man. The lady in here doing a thing with him. Got some butter and seasonings and herbs and things. And yeah, she got some minced up stuff. But yeah. How long is it gonna go in for? Don't tell him! Shh! Now you know all that. So go ahead and put him in. Go ahead and put him in the oven.
Alright.
So you can see how it look when he's done.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop that.
Oh, Rocco. What you got to say, baby?
Poor Rocco.
Poor Rocco?
Poor Rocco.
Or
Yummy Rocco.
thank you, Rocco.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Rocco.
He's about to go in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is this it?
Yeah.
This how it's looking?
That's how it's looking.
Can I take his diaper off?
It's a cover.
Diaper. Oh man. Oh man. All right. So we're gonna plate this thing up with some sides, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah. Peekaboo. Peekaboo rock. Rock peekaboo.
It looks delicious.
Yeah, it does. You ready?
Yeah.
So Feodora herself said she's going to do the honor of cutting into our first farm-raised bird. And she said she didn't know how to do it. I told her she don't have to know how, just feel how. And
I hit a bone.
yeah, you want to cut right here. Take your fork, stick it in there. Go ahead and cut.
It looks. I can already
Just do
see
your
the
best.
juice in it.
You see the juice coming out of it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
I picked the stuffing. Now what do I do?
Well, you did a good job.
Yeah. Good job, baby.
Good job, sweet pie.
Yay.
That's your piece. And you gotta get it while it's still bubbling, right?
That's right.
Oh man. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Germs and worms. This is our first bird. Doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
I call it a success. What do you ladies think?
Yeah.
I would too.
Yeah. So we're about to go ahead and take him down. We had a taste of him already. We'll say it's tougher than most birds that we've had, but we don't know if that's due to his age or the way we kept him after we processed him. This is the next day. And he was simply kept covered in the icebox. And there's some rice under him that we're going to scoop out onto our plate. And with that said, bon appetit. I hope you learned something. And peace.
From the Garden of Feodora.
And don't forget, please subscribe or just hit the like button. It helps us out a lot. And as always, peace from the Garden of Feodora.